So why did you choose London to come and you didn't try because we know Paris is like a
I
big
know.
city as well and you can develop there your
Yeah.
career.
اخوتي السلام عليكم ومرحبا بكم معي في اول فيديو من سلسله ثقافات لندن. يصل عدد المواطنين الفرنسيين المقيمين في لندن لاكثر من 300 الف شخص، الشيء اللي يجعلها واحد من اكبر الجاليات الاوروبيه هنا في العاصمه البريطانيه، لحد ما ان لندن تسمى بسادس اكبر مدينه فرنسيه. استطاعت الجاليه الفرنسيه من النجاح في اكثر من مجال، منهم الاعمال، التجاره، الطبخ والضيافه، وهذا هو المجال اللي نجح فيه الضيف ديالنا كليمون، شاب فرنسي مقيم هنا في لندن لاكثر من 5 سنوات، والذي يشتغل في واحد من افخم الفنادق هنا في العاصمه البريطانيه، واللي استطاع انه يكون واحد من افضل 5 نوادل في اوروبا. اذا بلا ما نطول عليكم اكثر، يلا نبداو ثقافات لندن والجاليه الفرنسيه.
والله بعرف عن فرنسا انه مشهوره بالاكل. انا عشت في فرنسا، تمام.
Okay.
انا كنت بالجنجل in the camp. You know the jungle, right?
Yeah. Jungle like a jungle.
Yeah. الغابه.
Yeah.
بس الغابه كانت كامب للريفوجيز.
Okay.
The people who was
كنت
trying.
عايش هناك كريفوجي.
Yeah.
Okay.
The people who was trying to come to the UK for silver. So I lived there for 7 months.
Okay.
في عالم هناك فرنسيين ساعدوني كثير، يعني كنت I was a child back then. There is people who are nice. يعني في عالم كويسة وفي عالم طيبة وفي عالم مش كويسة. That's everywhere.
Like everywhere. That's everywhere. Like
That's everywhere literally. والأكل طيب طبعاً. Especially the croissant والكوفي وهيك شغلات. What else? What's your favorite food?
French one. Croissant, baguette,
Oh,
and the
F1.
millefeuille.
Huh?
Millefeuille. You know the millefeuille?
The millefeuille. Yes, this is a great one. Yeah, I love it.
So the capital is Paris. Some other big cities are Marseille, Lyon. Famous dishes, I know they have escargot. They really like that. They're famous for their bread, cheese on everything, wine.
Have you been in France before?
I have.
Where about?
I went to a boarding school in Normandy for
Okay.
a few weeks, for a month. So I visited Mont Saint-Michel. I've also been to Paris a few times. Famous for fashion.
It's a beautiful country. They have nice ladies.
Yeah, sorry.
Nice ladies.
Okay.
Paris.
Okay. Any
capital.
famous dish?
I don't know too much.
Famous.
I know that the capital is Paris.
Okay.
It's very famous for its pastries, so croissants,
Okay.
escargot as well, creme brulee.
Okay. Have you been in France before?
Yes, I have.
Where about?
I've been to Paris. Yeah,
Did you like it?
I did.
Okay. Hello, man.
What's up?
How are you?
I'm good and you? So I'm Clément, I'm 26 years old. I'm from France, Normandy, and I've been in London for 3 years and a half.
What are you doing in London?
I work in hospitality. I have the chance to work in 5-star hotel in Mayfair in London, which is called the Connaught Hotel. As you can see, we are in the traditional British weather, a bit cold,
So this
raining.
This is like a typical day in London.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Why did you choose to come here to London?
I mean, because it's, the biggest city in Europe. You have a lot of opportunities.
So you mean in France you don't have that much opportunities?
You have opportunities, but in hospitality it takes longer to grow, to do a long career. Here, after 5 years, you can start as a commie and you can grow as a restaurant director or manager, which in France will take a bit more time, you know. And the good thing as well is that you met so many nationality. You have a mix of culture, which is great, you know.
So that's the purpose of my videos. A lot of cultures here in London. So I want to show how many cultures are living in London, what are doing.
Yeah, that's a great project, man. I really like it. I think it's a great, so nice, you know, like when you have a city and you have 180 different nationality, you know, because you learn different style of food, culture, even clothes style and stuff like that. So it's great.
So you mean for hospitality, London could be like a great city to develop your career?
For me it's one of the best cities in Europe to work in hospitality, you know, but restaurant, hotel and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a good city here.
Did you study hospitality here in London or you study in your country and then
No,
you came?
I study in France. When I was 15 years old, I studied in the hospitality school for 5 years. And after I do a stage, a training period in Dubai for 6 months. I came back in Europe, in France. I worked for 1 season in Monaco. And after I worked a bit in Wales, so in UK. back to France for 1 year, and I came back in London because I really enjoy to travel, to have a different experience.
So you have a big like a great experience in hospitality.
Yeah. I mean, it's my passion, you know. I work hard for it, you know. I do some contests, some competition.
Okay.
So I represent France for Europe Championship of Waiter, which I finished 5th best waiter of Europe and excellent of Europe, yeah.
Oh, that's
And
great.
excellency medal. So yeah, it's great. I'm happy of my career for the moment, but you need to work hard and you need to keep going, you know.
Okay, and you've been always in hospitality, or you work somewhere else before?
No, always work in hospitality.
Always doing hospitality.
Yeah, you can go if you want.
Okay, so why did you choose London to come and you didn't try? Because we know Paris is like a
I
big
know.
city as well, and you can develop there your
Yeah.
career.
I mean, I came in London because first of all I was interested about the Connaught, about this hotel, because it's one of the historic hotels in Europe. So I was very interesting to work for them.
As I can see, you still have like the French accent.
Yeah.
So did you have any problem when you came here to London with the language?
I mean, it's like all the French people of the country, you know, like when you start to work in UK and you don't really speak English, you know, it takes at least a couple of months to get vocabulary and to speak well. But yeah, no, I mean, I want to keep this French accent, you know, because it's what...
It's like sign of identity.
Yeah, exactly. Some people like it, and because it's part of me, you know. And like if I speak with English accent, you know, I don't feel comfortable, you know. It's
okay.
On me, it sounds fake, you know.
And how long it took you to learn English?
I mean, in school in France, actually, you know, we start to speak English when
So
you
you used to know from France?
a bit, yeah, I mean, the basic, you know. But to really speak English, it takes when I was like 16, 17 years old, when I start to travel a bit in different countries.
Okay.
Plus, my girlfriend is not French, so I speak English every day with her.
Okay.
So that's helped me.
And you said at the beginning, you said you've been already in Dubai and you start from there. Why didn't stay in Dubai and you prefer to come to London?
In Dubai is because it was basically when I do my school, you have 4 or 5 months of training of stage.
Okay.
And you can do it in France, you can do it in some countries, and we have the opportunity to do it in Dubai. But after this period, I need to come back and to finish my exam, basically. So yeah, I mean, it was a great opportunity, you know, but I like to see different areas, you know.
Okay. So Clément, why did you choose to bring me to this area?
So right now we are in South Kensington, so I decided to bring you in this area because you have the French embassy, you have the French high school as well, and you have some few shops like patisserie, bakery, which like more in the French style, and where you can find croissant, baguette, pain au chocolat, like traditional pastry.
So here, so we can say that here is like area of like French area. You can find a lot of French stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you can find some French stuff, and like you have some people here in the area which is from France, you know. And
So when you want to buy something and you want to get something from your country, you come to this?
I mean, yeah, it's one of the neighbors in London where you can find French stuff here. So in front of the Natural History Museum, we have the French embassy, and just back these buildings we have the French high school as well. And you have some shop as well around there. So that is the French school, so it's high school, and I think you have as well primary school, so for kids as well. So it's mainly French students, and basically it's like French school, but in London basically. So,
So which type of people are studying here? English people or like French people coming?
I mean, it's mainly French, you know. So they follow the French program, so the French
okay.
education basically.
Okay, so like you're studying in France, but you inside London.
Exactly, yeah.
And with these titles or with the diploma here, you can work in France
It's,
as well?
it's, yeah, it's like if you were in school in France basically, yeah.
Okay.
So you know, like all the students are fluent in English, you know. So that is a great point too, you know. So as you can see, that is very typical in London, you know. So
The sun is out again.
So like the sun is out again. Like 1 year ago it was cold, really raining, and 1 hour after it started to be sunny, 10-15 degrees, and probably in 1 hour it's gonna be cold again. So
So this is the typical weather here.
yeah.
So you have to wear always jacket with you, always
Jacket, umbrella is a good spot too. Yeah, I mean, it's our life.
You feel like you're strange, or you're like from outside, or you feel like you're in London?
Oh, I think I'm from, yeah, I think I'm a French guy which work in London, you know. I mean, I think you are, you keep your identity, you know. Wherever you born or you from and you work in another country, you know. I don't think you change your nationality or your culture, you know, you're still the same. I'm French and I'm happy to be French. And I'm happy to work in London and to live in London. And maybe in a couple of years it's gonna be another country or maybe back to France, you know, so we'll see.
So you're not planning to stay in London for...
No. I think like before to come in London I was thinking to stay like between 3 to 5 years. So let's see next year what is the plan, but yeah, I like to change, to travel, to get new experience. So yeah.
Normally when you want to get like a French product or like French food, do you go to like special French supermarket or?
Yeah, I mean I go to French shop, yeah, and what I buy the most is like pain au chocolat or croissant, like something for the breakfast or yeah. And so here in this area we have a nice shop which it's called Au Merveilleux de Fred, which is in South Kensington and is really good, really good pastry and croissant and stuff like that.
Okay, so you have like easy access to get to the French products.
Yeah, I mean like because in London especially we have a big French community.
Okay.
So we have many options to buy French food and this kind of thing, yeah. And by the way, my parents, like 2 days ago, they sent me a box with some French cheese, dry sausage, like in Spanish is fouet, salchichita. So yeah, sometimes my parents, like 2 or 3 times per year, they send me like box with French products. So like this, I can enjoy my girlfriend at home.
Okay, so you get like French products from your country, by your family, they send you some stuff, and then you buy something here as well?
Yeah, like little thing, you know, like as I said before, for breakfast, like croissant, pain au chocolat, something you enjoy like quickly.
Okay. And you're more fan of French food or for English food?
Between the both, I prefer French, but I love so many food, like I love Japanese, I love Italian, I love like Moroccan, like couscous, tagine, this kind of thing. I mean, I like every culture have great food, great products, great recipe.
Especially here in London, where like you have a lot of cultures, a lot of...
Yeah, right. You know, like many of my friend or best friend in London, they are from different countries. You know, Hungary, Romania, Italian, Spanish.
So this is the good thing of London, no? You think?
Yeah, because when they invite you home, you know, they do their specialty. You know, so you can try different things. Many stuff like I never heard before about it, and so yeah, it's nice. So here is a typical French bakery.
Okay.
So it's located in South Kensington. So as you can see, you have many good stuff here. So you can see they're walking on the back, like with all the stuff. They have like nice brioche, nice croissant, pain au chocolat. Little sandwich which is made with you have ham, little pastry. So yeah, that is very typical from France.
So if you miss your country, this is the best place to come in London.
Yeah, one of the best places to come in London, yeah, to have French food, yeah. So yeah, you can see it's fresh every time, you know. Yeah. It smells really good, really good, and everything is fresh, you know. So if you come at 8, it's gonna be croissant from 8 o'clock. We're gonna take one croissant, one pain au chocolat, please. Thank you very much for that. Thank you. So here we have the pain au chocolat and the croissant. Yeah. I mean, you can see because the puff pastry, the feuilletage, as you call it in France, it's like very well cooked, you know, and you can see the circle. And when I don't know if you can hear, but you know when you have this song, you know, and inside, you know, you have the chocolate. So yeah, that's for you. I know you love to eat, so so yeah.
Very nice. It's like France or a little bit changed?
No, I like French.
Like French one, no?
Yeah, because you know you have the taste of the butter, you know, the feuilletage is very nice. So yeah, it's like
proper French.
In London, but with French quality, you know, like French style. Yeah. So that's is a croissant. So yeah, the same base, and
We're gonna get fat today.
huh?
We're gonna get
I give
fat
you the
today.
biggest one even. Like this you enjoy, you know. No, but you know, like when it's top quality, you know, it's just like enjoy, you know.
It reminds me of Paris, you know. In Paris they have the same taste.
Yeah, in I mean it's a classic taste, and this kind of thing, you know, when it's well made, is just delicious, you know. It's nice, huh?
Like France. I remember Paris, you know, this is like you're remembering Paris.
So now is done for this area, and now we're gonna go home where I live. And
Do you live far from this area?
by bike is like 15 minutes, 20 minutes maximum. So,
So you use bike to travel?
yeah, like when it's good weather, it's every time in bike. Yeah, first of all because you do sport, and I love sport. And second thing is like you save quite a lot of money with bike, you know, because the transport in general is quite expensive in London. The main reason is to do sport, you know, to keep active, you know.
Okay.
So where are we now exactly?
So now we are in Battersea Park.
Battersea Park.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice park, beautiful park. You can play football, you can come running, cycling. It's very nice. I think it's one of my favorite parks in London.
So basically this is your method of transport in London, no?
Yeah, it's 80% of my time cycling basically.
When the weather is good.
Yeah. Even if it's like a bit windy, it's okay, but when it starts raining, it's not very, very pleasant to cycle. But it's not that take the
Train.
the tube or bus. So we are on where I live, and we are between Clapham North
Okay.
and Stockwell. So it's zone 2.
Okay. And what about this zone? It is a good zone, like to live here in London?
Yeah, to
It's
be
close
honest,
to
yeah,
everything, or it's
yeah,
far?
no, it's a great area. We are close to. I'm not too far from my job actually, and we are close Clapham Common, Clapham South. So we have Clapham Park. So you have a lot of restaurants, bars. So you know, it's a nice area to live here.
What about the price?
Price is like London, you know. It's very expensive everywhere, but to be honest, to be in zone 2, it's quite okay, you know.
Okay, zone 2 means like you are close to everything, close to the center, close to your job.
I mean, the heart of London is zone 1 mainly, and a bit on the side is zone 2, and after 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So as far you go, it's cheapest you get.
Yeah, it's cheapest, but the thing is like as far as you go, the rent is a bit cheaper, but the price of the transport is become
expensive.
higher. So
there's no point to go.
so
like,
yeah, best is to calculate in which way you will win,
on time or in money.
on time, on money, or even both. So yeah. So welcome home. So yeah, it's where living room is a kitchen. So I'm gonna do you an omelette.
Okay.
Because French food takes time, and an omelette is very easy to do. Just
And
need butter and egg.
And it's famous as well, like
Yeah, it's very
one of the
famous.
most
Yeah.
famous
So we are not like British or American people. We don't eat. Originally, we don't eat omelette in the morning. We eat omelette for lunch or dinner. And we eat it like it's called baveuses, so soft. So it's not very cooked in the middle. I mean,
And they say here
it's
we
ready.
have French products as well.
Yeah, so that is what I get from my family from France.
Okay.
So that is a little treat, yeah. Kinder Chocobon, I think everyone knows. We have so 3 cheese, so that is Comté. Okay. So it's a cheese from east of France. It's one of my favorite cheese so far. That is called raclette cheese, so it's typical.
Grilled, no?
And that is Abondance, so that is a cheese from Savoie. So
Okay.
Savoie is in Alps, close to Switzerland, and is one of my favorite cheese too. So I have as well some French kind of pâté, it's called rillette.
Okay.
So this one is made with smoked duck and duck. This one is purely duck, so this one is open already, as you can see, and this one is made with chicken.
Do you find any difficulties here if you want like proper food?
I mean,
did you learn how to cook or?
What I miss the most is like fresh fruits and stuff like that, because in all the year around in London you will find the same style of fruit, same style of vegetable, you know. So sometimes it's a bit boring, you know. So, and here is not very seasonal, you know. So you are the 31st of December and you can still buy a strawberry in the shop. So yeah, we try to follow the season, you know. So now, as you can see, we eat more like pear and apples and pineapple because it's more like seasonal. This summer is gonna be like apricots, peach, and this type of fruits. Yeah. We try to follow the season.
So are you living alone in this place or you sharing with?
So I live with my girlfriend and we have another flatmate. I mean a couple. So we are two couples living in this apartment. So one part of the apartment of the property is their part because each room has its own bathroom. So we just share the living area. Yeah, so, but they are very cool, nice couple, and it's nice to live with different people, you know.
Do you think it's hard in London to get your own place, or because there are so many people sharing?
Yeah, no, but because of the price, first of all, you know, it's really expensive, and to be honest, like since I'm young, I always share my apartment, so I like to live with different people because I think it's cheaper and it's very interesting as well to live with different people. So to start, we're gonna put some butter in the pan.
So you use butter, you don't use oil?
No, butter. Because where I'm from is we don't use olive oil, we mainly use butter for cooking and for everything basically. So you take 3 eggs, I mean 3 eggs is like for 2%. So we put a bit of black pepper or white pepper, so no, yeah, a bit of salt. So the butter needs to be like kind of, so we call that beurre noisette in French. So it means like the butter when it starts to be a bit brown, you know. The butter will have like smell and taste of nuts. So it's very nice, you know. But you need to be careful because sometimes, you know, between nutty butter and burnt butter is very close, you know. So
you have to be very careful.
Yeah, you need to. So you know, like when you start to have this color, you know.
Yeah.
So when it's like that, you.
Yeah, voila.
So when it's like that, it's okay. Yeah. So now you don't touch on the top. So you put like medium level, I will say, like not too hot. So of course you can add a bit of cheese or onion, or you can
add any topping you like.
Yeah, exactly. Ham, chicken ham. Yeah, on top is not very well cooked. So.
This is it.
Yeah, so it's not perfect, but okay. Voilà. Bon appétit.
So you add the raw egg on top.
Yeah, just a bit to have this nice.
So it's a little bit, yeah, it's a little bit raw from inside. Let's see. You know, in Morocco we don't eat raw food. Very nice.
Yeah, you like it, yeah? You see in the middle it's not too cooked, you know, you can see here. Here you have the cheese raclette, so what I showed you before, and that is a kind of rillette, so it's kind of pâté made with duck and duck fat as well. Okay. So that is for you, Anwar. I hope you will enjoy.
The pâté and the cheese raclette. I love cheese, you know. What do you like most in London and what do you hate most in London?
I think what I hate the most is the weather.
like everyone.
like many people. What I like the most? Yeah, mix of the culture. The good thing with London is like you have so many airports, so you can travel in any country like that, you know. So that is a good thing. Yeah, the diversity of food, of people and everything, you know, like you go to one street in London, you can have like Japanese restaurants, Spanish restaurants, Italian restaurants,
Arabic.
Vietnamese, Arabic. So that is nice, you know, because you can enjoy everything there. Yeah, I mean, I like, you know, it's a good experience, so yeah.
And do you have the idea of going back to France, like when you get old, maybe, or like to live, not just to?
I don't know, to be honest. We will see, you know, like, I don't know. I don't have that plan in my head, like, I need to do that, I need to do that. We will see, you know, what is going to be in the future. Or, I mean, I would like to travel to Australia, maybe to work there 1 year or two, maybe to try to work in USA for 1 year or two, you know, like maybe like to do 2 or 3 more countries. Maybe Asia, if one day you have the opportunity to travel or to work in Asia, it would be interesting as well.
So you still have the plan of?
Yeah, of traveling, yeah. With this virus, it's complicated to travel and to see your future everywhere, basically. But if everything's getting better and back to normal, I would say, yeah, travel, discover new country, new culture, get new friends, yeah. But yeah, one day maybe come back in France, but I don't know, to be honest, even. We will see. Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Thank you very much, Clément, for your day, and thank you for showing us the French culture here in London.
You're welcome. Thank you to you, Anwar, for the invitation in Instagram and everything, and thank you for today. It was very a great day, you know. It was a big pleasure to show you a bit the French people living in London. So no, it was a good day. I hope everyone's gonna enjoy it, and yeah, see you soon. Bye bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
So Clément, why did you choose to come to? So Clément, why did you choose? So Clément, why did you choose to come to me? So.
Okay.
Do you live alone in this place?
No.
Wait. Keep with the food because I'm jumping from one place to another. Little ham, halal ham.
Halal ham. If it's not good, you just say it's very good.
Yeah, it's like pate, normal pate. Like expert, you know.